Hello everyone, my name is Constantine and the chemistry lab was canceled today. It's not going to happen on the first week of class. It's one of the few warm days that we have in winter here in Colorado, so I figured it would be as good a time as any to show you something that I got last December. So this here is my 2015 Honda CB300F. Funny thing is I actually bought this the same day that I got my endorsement. So I got the endorsement at the DMV, picked this up that same day. And believe it or not, I actually only paid $1,000 for this. And what's really remarkable is I bought it with only 1,400 miles. It's basically brand new. Now, why did I pay so little? You know, obviously when you see an ad like that, you're worried, hey, is there something wrong with the bike? Am I gonna get scammed? Am I gonna get robbed? What's going on here? But no, it's actually in pretty good shape. The reason why the price is so low is when the previous owner, who's actually the first owner, bought it from the dealership in 2019. When the dealership was unloading it from Honda, it tumbled off the ramp and off the trailer, and they never actually ended up repairing any of the cosmetic damage. All the damage is actually on this side. I'm going to show it to you in a minute here. Why did I get this, 300F, which is what, 286 cc? Why would I get a 286 cc when I could have gotten a 400 cc bike or a 500 even? People describe those bigger bikes as being just as good for a beginner. Why did I get this? Well, the reason why is because when I was doing the MSF course and the in-person riding course, this is very similar. In fact, I think they had some CB300Fs during the course. So the way I look at this is my first bike is a continuation of the learning that I was doing during the MSF course. So I think somebody pulled the fire alarm to get me out of here. That sucks. We probably should move. So I had to skedaddle after somebody set that fire alarm off, but we're back here in my garage. Why might you want something similar for yourself? This bike is extremely lightweight, so as a beginner it's very easy to maneuver. As someone that's 5'9", I can get both of my feet on the ground planted at stoplights. I don't have to reach or struggle. The weight is very easy to balance on either leg, coming to a stop or starting off, or getting in and out of parking spots, or getting in and out of alleyways, up and down curves. It's very easy to maneuver. The other reason why you might want a bike like this is as a commuter, and if your commute doesn't involve highways where the speed limit exceeds 75 miles per hour. I'm usually not exceeding 55, 65 miles an hour, and this bike is plenty for that, especially in the smaller roads in Denver, those urban roads where the limit is only 35, 40 miles per hour tops. This bike is perfect. If your commute involves 75 mile an hour interstates and faster roads, and you want to have that buffer to be able to get in and out of bad situations, then yeah, you probably want something a bit faster. But overall, I'd say I like this bike very much, and I want to keep it for a little while. As far as damage goes, this bike definitely has a few areas that are out of order. Most noticeably on the headlight, both of the turn signals are the lenses are kind of beat up. The housing or bezel around the headlight is busted out of place. There's some plastic scraps within the headlight. The shift linkage is slightly bent, and that's only been getting more and more bent as I've been riding around and shifting it. The mirror was busted, but the previous owner replaced that. It still has the writing from the junkyard on it. The passenger, rear grab handlebars or grab bars, the left one is bent downwards from that first tumble. The tank has some dents in it, but that's not visible unless you look at it through some light and you're feeling for it. On the rear, the taillight housing and the taillight bezel is also bent and busted out of place. I think that it's possible that if I fixed the grab bar, then it would also resolve this issue with the taillight. The side stand is also pushed a little inward, so it makes it a little bit more awkward getting that down. You have to pay more attention to what you're doing with your foot. And the angle of the side stand, that makes it more precarious when you're parking on, the side of a road or a driveway or an incline or anywhere where the bike isn't completely level or you can't get it into that optimal position. I'm thinking that, with such low mileage, only having just over 2,000 miles at this point, I can either keep riding it with these minor cosmetic defects, or it might be something where I can easily find the parts and I might just refurbish the bike. Those are all avenues that I'm looking at, and if I decide that, hey, I want to do that refurbishing, that's definitely a video that I'll make on this channel. I'm pretty crafty. I don't do things always with OEM parts. I don't do things always with brand new parts or the parts that are meant for that application. I like to tinker, I like to incorporate odd parts into solutions where you wouldn't normally do them. So if that's content that you're interested in, definitely get subscribed. That'll let me know that you're interested and that I should make those kinds of videos. But I'm definitely glad to have it. It's something that I was considering getting for a while, and then you know, I bit the bullet, hey, MSF course, hey, let's get this bike. I'd say if you're on the fence about getting your endorsement and getting a motorcycle, just do it. Because you can always just get something like this, something that's less intimidating, less expensive, and less, I would argue, less dangerous than something faster and heavier. Just get something like this, start out, and then depending upon how you feel about it, you can always sell this and either get out of it or get into something that you really want, something faster, something better. For a lot of people, something small like this is a dream. And I personally wouldn't mind riding this for another year, because this is already so much more fun than commuting in a car. You know, the baseline level enjoyment, you know, in a car you're down here, in a sports car with good suspension you're maybe up here, but in a motorcycle you're like way up here. Baseline enjoyment, even going 40 miles an hour, going the speed limit, baseline enjoyment is just so much higher. Maybe if you're on the fence about something like this info will prove useful in your own purchase. Otherwise, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, whether that's something working on my 300ZX, which you can barely see off camera, or maybe refurbishing this, or maybe I'll go back to tech and coding videos like I have in the past. If any of those things interest you, definitely get subscribed, because that's how I know that people are interested. And let me know what you think about this video, the bike, etc. In the comments. I'll be reading and I'll be listening to your feedback. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.